We've been looking at a book called The Journey, which is an old picture book, and we've been doing various tasks. We've been doing narratives and character descriptions to add to it, and we've looked at about 5 pages of the book, but we're going to look at more of it and we're going to add to our writing.
First we looked at the first 2 pages of the picture book, and we decided to create this sort of character profile about the girl so far. Because there are no words, we have to use what's in the pictures to try and help us to describe her feelings and things in the pictures.
She lay isolated on her bed. A small flicker of light caught her eyes. The girl lunged without a second thought towards the bright red chalk. Once she had it in her grasp, a whole window of opportunities opened up to her. She felt like she finally had meaning. Excitedly, with her mouth open wide, she sprinted towards the plain white wall. There was a few moments' silence while she thought, but 2 seconds later a royal red explosion of colour made a door shape on the wall. The girl didn't even think twice once the door had been completed. Her sweaty palm caught to grips with the velvet red doorknob, and creak, the door swung open. After taking one glance back, her foot made contact with the beaming colourful floor. She took an initial look at her surroundings, and suddenly her face lit up. Everything around her was like an imaginary wonderland.
The girl's eyes stuck to the crayon like a forceful magnet. She looked at it for a second, questioning whether she should pick it up. Eventually, she scrambled off her lifeless old duvet and lunged at the red stick lying helplessly on her bedraggled carpet. The wax slightly stained the girl's fingertips as she withdrawed it and carefully made her first mark. There was no turning back. Her hand burst with excitement as it moved around her blank wall, going this way, then that. The girl proudly stepped back to admire her masterpiece. There, on her wall, stood now not a dull canvas, but a ruby-red door waiting to be opened, but also a glimmer of hope that maybe, just maybe, an adventure may be found. A cautious hand grasped the doorknob and slowly turned it round. The door swung open, and, to her surprise, a different world appeared.
Okay, so this is my character description of the girl. The girl sits isolated, patiently waiting for someone to play with her. You can see that she's not very adventurous due to her parents holding her captive in her doll room. She dreams to travel around the world. I know this from the things in her room. Her duvet is a sailor theme and the Egyptian pictures on the wall. She loves to go outside but rarely gets the opportunity. And this is my other paragraph in a different page when she was drawing, when she just entered the door. So, shell-shocked, her eyes lit up with excitement as she glanced at the jaw-dropping colours. The moist green grass tickled her toes as she strolled down the river edge. She could hear the birds whistling to each other on the majestic water. Hypnotised, she strolled over to the boat and climbed in, ready for an adventure.
What was that? Was she dreaming? Not wanting to waste a second, she clambered out of bed and rushed towards the crayon. Her face lit up as she started to draw a door on her dull bedroom wall. To her, this was a miracle. She paused as her shaking hand reached towards the bright red doorknob. Could she actually leave this lifeless city? As the door swung open, she saw a burst of colour in front of her. The trees were green, beams of sunlight leaked through the canopy, and a little red boat sat on a crystal clear river waiting for her. It was just like her dream. Without hesitating, she rushed into her dream world towards the boat. She knew this was the end of her boring old life.
She sat, staring at the lifeless concrete slabs of stone, dreaming of the magic and adventure of the world awaiting. To Elle, this was practically impossible. Elle's dad was tiresomely working on his new task, as he was the head of a building company for the Empire State Building. As soon as he took on this challenge, his study became his new home. Her mum, however, didn't work, but her focus was kept on her 6-year-old sister, mainly trying to keep her out of trouble. The street moaned and whined as the dismal houses wept endlessly. The one thing Elle had was her only special possession, a royal red chalk.
As her shortcut ran out, a luminous red crayon lay there, glowing intensely, ready for use. It was obvious she would get up, but not with the pace she used. It was like this crayon could change her life forever. As she picked it up, she felt like the key to a new life lay on her fingertips. As the crayon touched the wall, she couldn't stop. It was almost like she was addicted. Soon enough, she had created a door. She threw the door open and paced out her run-up. For a second, she hesitated to think if this was reality, but before she came to a conclusion, she leapt through the door with no regrets.